Hello everyone and welcome to the beginning of a long series of videos as Northag is coming around and it is adding so much content. It adds 10 divisions, 4 operations, a lot of maps, 2 army general campaigns and a big patch, all of what we need to talk about. So today we're gonna start here with this video for the 4th division for the Dutch, as that is a fully on new nation. If you don't want to miss the other videos, consider leaving a subscription down below and a like so more people see all this Northag content. And yeah, we're gonna start with this. More videos about divisions coming out today than the other videos coming out over the next 2 days. So don't miss out on that stuff. And we're gonna start here with the 4th Dutch division. And that is a pretty hot one. Heavily armored formation. Logistic tab is a pretty small one though, as you only get the YPRs and the M577 as a CV, and then 2 light supply vehicles here, 1600 supply, and a FSP port supply point there. Infantry tab is a pretty solid one, like a lot of slots here, and decent units as well. Your MGs, the 7mm is now up to 4 hit points, and the 50 cal, like, yeah, so that is interesting. So MGs might be a bit more viable now. And we then have the military police, pretty weak one, only 4 Uzis, but security and military police trade there, could be solid, but I'm not sure you really need them. They will help with these guys out though. The Gemobilisiert, which are the classic reservist forces here of the Dutch. They have good training, but they are really not motivated. You can bring them into veterancy, but you still have to deal with the reservist trade. So military police in those cases, if you want to use both cards here a lot, might be worthwhile. They come with a law and 9 men. They can come in a M113A1 with a 50 cal. The classic, more likely used infantry here are the Panzer Infantry, which come with the leader here, with Dragon and Smoke Grenade. And they all come with the YPR 765 PRE with the Ehrlichen autocannon. Only 2 frontal armor, but a really good autocannon on this vehicle, similar to what you get on a Bradley. So that can be quite capable. And you also get more of these guys around here. The YPR comes with all of these infantry units. Some coming with Carl Gustav, some coming with Law, and some coming with a Dragon. The Dragon one maybe a bit overpriced. The other's pretty solid. It's only a Dragon 1, so I don't think 55 points is quite necessary. But the other's pretty solid. They're engineers, the Genia here coming in with an MR13A1. And the Genia CMG here coming in with an M113 as well. Carl Gustav as an AT weapon. And then you get TOW 2s here for the Dutch as ATGMs. So pretty high powered one there as well. AT is really not the biggest issue in this deck. You get good tools for that. Artillery, you get M110s. So you get big guns, M109s, M114 14 howitzers if you want to go a bit smaller as well. Only 3 rounds per minute for 155 gun. It's okay, but it's a towed weapon, so we'll see. 120mm mortar that can come in a YPR with a 50 cal on top. So interesting option there as well. Tank tab is really strong. You get 4 cards of Leo 2A4s, though the B variant here still has less frontal armor than the 2A4C that we know from the West German 5th Panzer already. You get 1 card of those, but the slightly older ones, they have the good gun already with the better accuracy and the better penetration compared to the Leo 2A3, but they have the same frontal armor, so they're a bit of an in-between. Still, having 4 cards of high-end Leos is really strong. You get 1 card of Leo 1NL, which are standard Leo 1s, 17 penetration, 9 frontal armor, only 1925 meter range. And then you get TOW 2 launchers here with the YPR that also have smoke, only 2 frontal armor though, but still a good TOW 2 launcher. 2 cards of those as well. 3 cards of the Leo leaders, so yeah, you get your tanks. Recon tab has decent options as well. Ground surveillance radar vehicle or M113 with 25mm autocannon. So both of these options pretty good. Only one frontal armor around on this one though, as it's an M113. The infantry here, solid with a law option, 84 option here for your 4-man squads. Both can come in an silhouette. Engineer Verkenners here with your engineers with UZs and settle charges as an infantry, solid as well. And the KCT Verkenners with ground surveillance radar. And special forces. The ground surveillance radar is the important thing on a high availability unit as well. The 4-man mean that the special forces don't really matter. You don't really want to fight with these guys. The law is more important. Law plus ground surveillance radar on a 50-point unit. That is really good. AA tab has a good bow force. That is the best bow force in the game so far. With a 40mm and extra range and accuracy here. It's a pretty modernized bow force with better fire control and so on. It's still just a bow force. Even if you push it quite far, you can't push it over the moon. So it will still lose out against this guy here. But it at least is a decent option. Though I'm not sure if when you can get the Gepard version of the Dutch here with the Cheetah, you really want to go for the bow force. Stinger as a decent manpad as well. So yeah, options here for AA are decent for the short range. You don't have any long range AA though, and you don't have any helicopters, as the Dutch didn't really have a helicopter force at the time outside of a couple of recon BO 105s here. And then in the air tab, you get Dutch older F5 jets here, which is the first time that we see F5s in the game, and first, I don't believe we will see them anytime soon again. But for the Dutch here, they come in with decent weapon and loadout. We get an AA version for cheap with AM9 piece only though, and only 2 of them, so that is a bit of a problem, because they only deal 4 damage. And we have the HE variant, which still comes with the piece, so that as a all-rounder is nice. And the rocket variant, which just comes with the rocket, 20 ECM, 975 speed. Relatively slow, but decent ACM here on these planes. 10 hit points, so they're a solid attack plane. And then F-16s with AM9Ls, which are decent as well. No long-range AA missiles here on the Dutch, but you get good bombs here with the F-16 for 450 kilogram bombs, and here for cluster bombs on these. So solid planes here for the Dutch. And yeah, the lack of helicopters, the lack of long-range AA is an issue, but the tank tab is pretty good. The mechanized infantry is pretty good. So it is for sure still a quite strong force. And yep, the first out of 10 divisions. So yeah, let's go on to more videos, guys. And if you don't want to miss them, consider leaving the subscription down below. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the Dutch, and let's get into the next one. See you there.